It really was a feast for the eyes all week long on the PGA Tour. We were treated with our first look at the Black Desert Resort in southwest Utah, which hosted the inaugural Black Desert Championship. It was designed by the late Tom Weiskopf and Phil Smith, as the course sits 3,000 feet above sea level and is situated on top of an old lava bed. So in case you missed any of the Sunday action, Jim, let's take a look at some of the highlights. And the day really did belong to this man, Matt McCarty. Let's just take a look at his final few holes here off the tee on 14.
Yeah, coming off a three-putt at the 12th for bogey, but that's a fairway wood, and what a beautiful shot there. You could tell by his walk, he knew he'd hit that one solid.
Yeah, what a rise he's had. We'll get to his story in just a minute. It's one that you don't want to miss, but this was for Eagle, Jim. Makes it, takes a 3-shot lead, and he just looked pretty much in control the whole day.
Yeah, he sure did. And now at the 16th hole, this for birdie, hit a beautiful shot in here. He's still playing with that momentum coming off the Korn Ferry Tour. What a nice putt there.
Yeah, you said momentum. 3 wins in a 6-event stretch. This just his 3rd start on the PGA Tour. Would drop a shot there, Jim, on 17, but he still leads by 2 heading into 18, and overall very, very convincing.
Yeah, 366-yard drive. So if you wondered if there were any nerves, you didn't see it on the tee shot. You sure don't see it on this second shot. How good is this one right here? Gets it in there about inside 30 feet.
And how about that? The first win on the PGA Tour for Matt McCarty. An incredible summer he's had. Multiple wins on the Korn Ferry Tour. Immediate rise to the PGA Tour, and now he can call himself a winner. And how about that for a trophy, by the way? A little bit of, looks like lava rock. I like what they did there. So let's just remind you of his bio and the rise that he's had. It's just his 3rd start on the PGA Tour. You could maybe kind of say his 2nd start. That first start was back in 2022 at the US Open. He won 3 times in a 6-event stretch on the Korn Ferry Tour beginning this July, to become just the first player in 3 years to earn an automatic promotion to the PGA Tour. And he also has become just the 2nd player ever to achieve the 3-victory promotion on the Korn Ferry Tour and win on the PGA Tour in the same season. So here is McCarty after that remarkable win.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just sitting here, this is it too. But yeah, I mean, I only won once in college. I won like another AM event, but you know, a couple mini tour state open stuff, you know, when I turned pro. But up until this year, you know, I won my sophomore year of college, didn't win anything for a couple, 3 years, and kind of the same until this year. So yeah, it's been just trying to stay patient, and like, it's really hard to win golf tournaments, and keep telling yourself that. And all you can do is really put yourself in contention and kind of see what happens. And like, you learn a lot from those, and people always say it like learning how to win. I think it's like learning how to just play in contention and get yourself there more often, and winning sometimes just seems like it kind of happens, especially lately. So.
And Coach Larkin at Santa Clara was saying that you needed to get a little bit longer. You were accurate, but you needed to get a little bit longer off the tee. How did you do that? And then how did you sharpen up your putting? Because I think you've done that at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just like my first year on Korn Ferry, like it was somewhat of a disadvantage, like how far I was hitting it. So I made that like a big focus, you know, the last couple of years of honestly just like, I was kind of a late bloomer, so just kind of filling out a little bit more, eating more, started there, and working out. I started using like the stack system, you know, a year and a half ago, so some speed training stuff. But just putting more of an emphasis on it, and I wanted to do it in a way where I felt like I wasn't losing accuracy and didn't want to like change my swing. Like, I've had the same coach, Dave Williams, since I was 12. Like, he's awesome, and we've talked about it, and he's a very old school guy. And, you know, I don't have a different driver swing than my iron swing. I feel like everything's the same, and to be able to gain distance while also kind of keeping it like that, it helps me be able to honestly swing the club freer and play better under pressure, I think, too. But yeah, it's been nice, and just to kind of see that hard work pay off, and actually, you know, feel like I can take advantage of some of these holes out here for sure.
Matt, you've said before, when people ask you when you started playing golf, you don't know what to say because you've been in the game since you can remember. What would you say to younger you about what was to come in your golf journey?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think younger me would believe it. But I don't know. I think just staying, true to what you do and patient, and just having fun. Like, I feel like I've kind of done that throughout my whole life with this game. Like, high school, had a lot of good buddies. College, we had a great team at Santa Clara. Like, we've had fun the whole way. In the last 3 years as a professional, too. Like, the same thing, just really enjoying it. And it's tough out here at points to do that. Like, if you kind of struggle a little bit or you think you're not playing as well as you can, and like, it's tough to get down on yourself when it becomes a job, honestly. But just reminding yourself that we're lucky to be out here, and I'm really lucky to be able to do this, and like, I'm just having fun with it, so it's great. I think learning how to win is just playing better golf, hitting better shots, to be honest. I don't know, I think it's just a saying. But yeah, I guess, it kind of, when it rains, it pours right now for me too, so it's been good. But yeah, I mean, this week I kind of just told myself, like, if I can win out there on the Korn Ferry, like, you can win out here. If you're playing good golf out there, the competition's so good and so tough, and I honestly think that me doing that this week kind of speaks to the level of, competition out there and how good all those guys are. And honestly, maybe giving some more guys out there opportunities to come up here when they're playing well might be something that should happen, like, moving forward. But yeah, I mean, there's just so many guys that can play really good golf, and I think it's different out here for sure, and it's tough, and there's a lot of guys that I've grown up playing or grown up watching, and it's really cool to play against them. But good golf's good golf, I think.
What a journey it's been. So let's take a look at that final leaderboard. He ultimately wins by 3. And looking at some of the names that were trying to push him down the final stretch, you've got the likes of Steven Jaeger, who has already won on the PGA Tour this season, former major champion as well, Lucas Glover, PGA Tour veteran as well, Kevin Streelman. Just didn't have enough, though, by the end of the day. And McCarty walks away with a final round 67, a day to never forget for Matt and the whole McCarty family, including his father, Scott.
Scott, big day. Your son, Matt, now a first-time winner on the PGA Tour. What's your reaction?
Huge day. Incredibly proud of him and all he's accomplished. This is so emotional for us as a family. It's just one of the best days of his life, obviously. He's worked so hard for this, and thanks to all his sponsors and everybody that supported him. It's just incredible.
What makes you most emotional when you think about the work he's put in to get to this moment?
Yeah, you think about all the work, the stuff that people don't see, the times in the gym, the times with his instructor. They spend so much time on the golf course, getting ready to come out here and perform for people. And then the crowds out here were fantastic. This place was awesome. I saw it on TV Thursday and Friday, and I said, I got to come out and see him. He's gonna win. I just had that feeling.
Knowing that.
Make you emotional. It's tough. It's tough. It rubs off on you. It's tough. This is an emotional sport played by emotional people, and it's the greatest sport in the world.
What is it that kept Matt working towards this moment all these years?
I just think it's his character. He just loves this sport so much, and he knows he can be good at it. And you got to pay your dues out here. And things have come quickly for him in the last 4 months, but it was a long time getting to where he is. And the sky's the limit for him right now. I can't imagine what he's going to do with this momentum. So we'll see. It's going to be a great 2025 for him. We're so proud of him and everything he's accomplished, and all the people like his instructor and all of his sponsors that have helped him out. It's just been incredible.
Jim, it is amazing how this game works, isn't it? For Matt McCarty, 26 years of age, really before July of this year, no sort of major professional success. But now look at him. He's fully exempt on the PGA Tour through 2026. He's just put $1.3 million in the bank. This is the kind of storyline that this full series is absolutely made for.
Absolutely, and it brought back a lot of memories for me in the journey I had. And this isn't about me by any means, but it was tough to get to the PGA Tour, to be concrete, to feel like you belonged. I had to play what would have been the Korn Ferry Tour, won a couple times on the Tournament Players Series, so you learn to win along the way. Late bloomer, no doubt, for him, but something his dad said, emotional sport played by emotional players, and that's so true. It's such an amazing story, but You know, you wonder how, okay, you've won 3 times on the Korn Ferry Tour. You get used to shooting low numbers. You get playing against these guys. You learn how to win there. But how do you finish at the end? And we showed the highlights there when he came in. But some stats stood out to me as how he played the last 3 holes for the week. And you look at the par, 7 under par. And, of course, you have a par 3 in there and a par 5. But strokes gained tee to green. He was first around the green first and second strokes gained total. For the week, I think he was 15 strokes gained for the week. But that's a great way of finishing. You wondered, I was listening coming back home last night and got to watch a little bit of it this morning, but just listening and wondering, how's he going to finish those last 3 holes? You have a chance to win. There's a lot of disaster that can happen on those holes with all the lava out there, but he finished strong. I love the fact that, you know, he went in there and he talked about 75% of the fairways this week. He averaged 304.2, so he had plenty of distance, got it in the fairway at the right time, but it's how he played those last 3 holes. I think the eagle at 14 was huge, knocking it in there close. It settled him down some, still was just a 3-shot lead. Playing against these guys who have won. Lucas Glover had already posted 19 under, but he finished strong. You know, it's a great story, and you're right. That's what the fall's all about. We always get caught up in talking about how many millions these guys are playing, the Scotty Schefflers, and that's all great. But to me, it's these stories right here that make the PGA Tour in the fall so much fun to watch. Who could be the next superstar? Scotty Scheffler started in the same way as some of these guys. I'm not saying Matt's going to be that, but it's a great story. And what story for people to keep fighting, keep chasing that dream. He wasn't a high school all-state. He continued to get better and better, and it's just a really neat story and proud for him.
Yeah, and Jim, capitalizing on that momentum that he had coming off the Korn Ferry Tour with those 3 wins and turning that into a PGA Tour victory, that is a huge achievement in itself. But, you know, he has set the bar pretty high for himself now, and the success that he has felt, I'm sure, over the last few months, realistically probably isn't sustainable. He's not going to keep up that level of winning as he continues into his career, and now he's got his card for the next 3 years. How does he continue to just focus on longevity? He's now turning up at Kapalua in January on the PGA Tour. He's going to be surrounded by the best players in the world. How does he now sort of find his feet, settle a little bit, and really focus on turning this into a long-term career?
That's the greatest question, and I think that you see a lot of players fall into that trap, to how they try to get better. I think you have to be true to yourself. I think that's what my advice to him would be. Keep working at it hard. Keep trying to grind. Keep keeping that underdog role. Yeah, you've won. You've got that. Be careful of the expectations that you put on yourself. Don't listen to all the noise of all the people, us talking about, hey, he could be the next big thing. We tend to do that with who had won, but I think for him, it's stay true to himself and don't put too many high expectations. Set some goals that are attainable, but be real careful that you don't smother yourself with that, because I've seen a lot of players do that. But you go on the momentum he's going, the sky's the limit. To me, I think the biggest reward is you've worked really hard as a player. You've had some tough times. Of course, he's won 4 times in the last 10 or 11 starts, so that's amazing. But I think to him, that hard work paid off. And for anyone out there, keep chasing that dream, because it is attainable.
Yeah, okay, well, no one can take this moment away from Matt McCarty, so congratulations to him and his family. You can see how much this moment means to him, and we look forward to seeing what he does next year.